Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. We are doing a fan film of Dun 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 Wonder Woman. Yes, I know I fucking killed it right there, but who gives a shit? I'm here with my usual cohort, cousin Cheeto. How you doing?
Mobile and willing to react. Nah,
Yeah,
sorry, failed.
he's on the 240 pixelation right now, and we also have his accent, also known as Leah. How you doing, my darling?
I'm doing okay.
Fantastico. As I said earlier, we are going to be doing a fan film reaction to Wonder Woman, a short by Rainfall's Films. This was requested to us by a gentleman known on the YouTubes called Skull Angel 002. So, Skull Angel, we're going to be doing this one for you because you requested us to do it. So, be happy, my son. All right, you guys ready to rock and roll?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. Only 2 minutes 34 seconds as well, so this will be quick. Oh, looks a bit apocalypto.
Boy, someone really wanted to park there. I don't drive, I'm immune.
This came out 8 years ago, so I think isn't this prior to the Wonder Woman movie coming out and even Batman v Superman?
Yeah, I think so. What the hell?
Gonna scare.
Man, teleporting every time you turn your head. That would be irritating.
Honestly, this looks like a shampoo commercial right now.
Yeah.
Oh, those. Is that Minotaurs? Is that what they're called?
They look like Minotaurs, they're just... I didn't think they got that big.
We'll get those bracelets out and stop some bullets. There we go. That's one hell of a shot.
So he shot once.
This is the Wonder Woman that can fly. Okay, this one can fly. Hey, Juicy. I've got to stop making so much noise. Daddy tried to work here.
I agree.
Okay.
There were way too many dramatic head turns.
Let's talk about this. So I gotta say that it looks nice.
It does.
Mm-hmm. It looks really nice. But that's really about it, unfortunately. The Wonder Woman, the choice of Wonder Woman, looked very good. The outfit looked good and all of that, but it was a bit too slow-mo-y for me. Like I like to see stuff in normal speed personally, and it got a bit confusing jumping between what looked like maybe Gotham or Metropolis and Themyscira. That was a bit weird the way it was jumping in between those two landscapes and stuff. And like I said, it looked like at times it looked like one of those like perfume or shampoo commercials. It had that sort of vibe about it at times. And I mean, I wasn't expecting much for 2 minutes 34 seconds, but if it was going straight into an action scene, then I was maybe expecting a little bit more than what I got there, which just felt like glorified poses at times. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. I'll give a rating in a second. Leah, what do you think?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much the whole thing was in slow motion, which I mean, I understand slow motion definitely has its purpose. You know, you want to like put emphasis on like near dodges and so forth, but like I don't get why the whole thing was like that. I mean, even like the fire on the no parking sign, I mean, everything was in slow motion and I just didn't get it. I understand the whole, you know, it's like having flashbacks to other points is fine, but it seemed out of place there because you didn't have like any of the connecting tissue. It was just like, why? I mean, are these, you know, the Minotaurs coming into assault, like, you know, out of nowhere, just like, okay, are you just trying to say I've fought bigger and badder than you or something like that? Or, I mean, there was nothing to really connect the two, really, just aside from the fact that it was a battle. Yeah, it looked like a commercial for Vidal Sassoon, and and like a lot of drawn out like posing and stares. Is like, okay, why? I don't get it. There was just too much overemphasis on everything. It looked amazing. It looked amazing. I'll definitely give it that, but it was trying too hard to be cinematic.
Before I pass it on to Cheetah, I just want to say that I wouldn't have jumped in between these two different timelines for a start. I would have probably kept it on the first one, but we saw this whole world burning, and then we see some gorillas in masks and stuff running around with machine guns. I mean, there was no emphasis on that. But if you're just going to go for an action scene, then just do an action scene. You don't need to make it all emotional for the sake of it. It's fucking Wonder Woman. Kick some fucking ass. But anyways, Cheetah, what do you think?
As I kind of echo what you guys all said, I felt it was really cinematic and really good. I didn't have too much of a problem of it bouncing because I kind of saw the parallels bouncing between the two, you know, the flashback and that. I mean, because you're right, they're the only thing that they have in common is that they're battles, and that's fine. I mean, you know me, I'm easy to please. Um, but yeah, I mean, there was no real substance to this. I mean, it was a good fight scene. It was very cinematic looking, and that's fine. But you should have probably prefaced it with the title, you know, like Wonder Woman something fight, and then have parentheses fight scene maybe. Like, don't make it seem like a fan film if all it is just a battle sequence. Which, as I said, the visuals were stunning. I mean, I really liked it. The actress who plays Diana looks pretty good. Um, uh, but you know, there wasn't very much. I don't. It was all. There was also just a song behind it. I don't think there was no talking whatsoever. So I mean, all of these people could have been terrible actors, and we just really couldn't tell, which is fine. Also, it's a good way to cover that up. But I mean, I don't know why you guys had a problem with the slow motion. I mean, this was a Zack Snyder film, wasn't it? I mean, you know what you're getting into. So
Look, Zack
dark.
Snyder, it can be done right. Like 300 did it right, and 300 like slow mode at some parts, sped it up in other parts. It was beautiful how it was done. I think what's his name?
I
The
was
guy
actually
who
going
does
to bring that.
yeah, the guy who does Lock, Stock, and all those sort of movies. He does a similar thing as well. Guy Ritchie, that's it. But this, we know what we want to see. We want to see what we know about Wonder Woman. She's got the bracelets. She's got the lasso of truth. That's what we want to see. We saw one bracelet rebound. You know, I'll be like fucking getting those bracelets and shooting, deflecting those bullets in those motherfuckers, lassoing them and this, that, and the other. And she's a warrior as well. Kick their fucking ass. You know what I mean? And stop posing for fuck's sake. You know, kick their fucking ass. What that's what Gal Gadot brought initially in the first one, and you can almost feel there were some elements in this, even though this was prior to all of that. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. I don't want to mumble on too much. I think my message is out there. Anything more to say, fellas, before we wrap this up?
I don't really
Nope.
don't have anything
We're
to
gonna
add.
do ratings.
Oh, I'm gonna go right down the middle with this and say 5. 5 out of 10.
I would have said 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6.
Fair enough.
I mean, if it was just based on the visuals and everything, it would be much higher. But I mean, there's like nothing to this other than a fight scene. So I mean, I, it's there. It's cool.
Well, like, you know, as I said earlier, we didn't get enough Wonder Woman isms in this. Not enough for it to be an enjoyable action scene. And I know action scenes are some of the hardest things to do when it comes to fan films because it requires a lot of choreography and, you know, a lot of work. And, you know, we talk about regular people, not stuntmen and stuff like that. I totally understand, but this is what you have to try and work with when you're dealing with superheroes, I'm afraid. I mean, you can jibber jabber as much as you want, but after a while, we want to see some people kicking some ass, you know. And even though this was all ass kicking in this one, it wasn't an ass kicking I very much appreciated. Anyway, I feel like I'm shitting on this too much. I don't want to come across like that, but that's how it is. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube, with the greatest YouTube channel you've never heard of. And thank you to Leah and Cheeto. And we'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to comment, share, subscribe. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.